This is what like young kids call her. So that's what she is. Do you like being called that?
As in, right now, I think people are calling me Srivalli,
Okay.
and that's making me more happier.
Yeah. You know, one thing that I had to ask you was, I loved your performance as Shrivalli, and it was a very beautifully written character in a mass movie, which typically does not really have much for the women to do.
Yeah.
So not only did I like the fact that you stood up for Pushpa and that scene in that temple after the whole, Singh Jatra scene. But I love the fact that here was a woman who was not, it's usually the guy who says, oh, let's make love. And the woman is like, no, not now, and all that kind of stuff. But here the woman was, sexually charged. And that was wonderful.
Yeah.
And that led to that song, right? Peelings.
Correct.
So my question is this. It's an amazing hook, an amazing song, and the steps are super energetic and of course slightly sexual as well, because
Correct.
that's the mood of the song.
That is
It's
how
like,
it's supposed
peelings
to
is the whole
happen.
word is. What was it like just rehearsing for that and putting yourself out there? Because, when you, sometimes something is so much out of one's zone that it takes a bit of, was it one of those things?
It definitely was. I remember we got this idea, and Peelings was something which was shot a couple of days before the release. We finished wrapping up all the talkies and everything, and we finished Peelings in like 5 days. And it came as a surprise because the second I saw the rehearsal video, I was like, what in the world is going on? Like, what is happening? like majority of the time I thought I was dancing on Allu Arjun sir. And I was this person who was so, I had a phobia of being lifted. I wasn't very comfortable with people lifting me. And here's a song where I'm only being lifted.
Yeah.
So I had this thing of, okay, how am I going to do this? But, I've recently realized that there's been a shift in me where if I make up my mind, then I just fully go and surrender to my director, to my co-actor. I read the energy and I deliver accordingly. So I think somehow sort of mind shift happened, and I'm like, you know what, sir? I'm here. Like, let's just do it. We are working for this film. We need to make this film happen, and I want to give my everything for the film. So if this is what it is, then this is what it is.
Right. And then it becomes fun.
Then it becomes fun, then it's no more like you being nervous and everything. Of course, you are nervous to break that phobia that you've had since childhood. But here's a man who's telling you, you know what, just let me, I will make sure that you will not fall. I will make sure that there's no accident on set. And you trust the man. Like, it's your co-actor, of course.
And a great
you have
dancer.
to.
Yeah.
And a phenomenal dancer. Yay me.
You said this was added at the last minute. Sometimes, when you get movies where things are bunged in at the last minute, and supposing you're not okay with it, like this is fine, right?
Correct,
it's like,
correct.
But supposing that's not part of the original script that you read or something, what would you do?
I'd go and talk to the director about it. I would see if it is absolutely necessary, because like rightly as you said, it happens more often than not. So that's when you go and talk to the director saying, sir, is it really required? And if it matters in the story to, enhance the arc of the character or arc of the story itself, then, the story needs it.
Right.
So then you're okay doing it. But if you're doing it just for the heck of it, then there's a difference.
Right.
Then you're like, sir, like for me as an audience, like it's not making sense. So yeah, that's what I'd probably do.
Right. So